Um, Great. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce Decoy Therapeutics. A number of years ago now, I met Brad Pentalute, a chemistry professor at MIT. We were discussing ADCs and his novel chemistry. But in February of 2020, Brad called me and told me that he had just made the world's first anti-SARS-CoV-2 peptide. And he asked if I was interested in helping him figure out what to do next. My response was, yeah, absolutely. I'd like to do that. We immediately founded Decoy and we haven't looked back. Right from the beginning, we knew that we needed to make antivirals that could target the virus diseases that we're battling today, but at the same time can offer protection against the viruses that are out there, the new zoonotic viruses lurking out there in the woods. COVID-19 has been a real eye-opener for all of us. I think now we understand concretely the power that viruses can have against us. And with the changing climate, deforestation, and people on the move, there's going to be more pandemics to come. Vaccines, while the bedrock response, are not enough on their own. We need drugs that are accessible worldwide to everyone, even if you don't have a good immune system or a freezer. Decoy's solution is to put to use a new and differentiated type of drug, peptide conjugates. This is the same drug class that's currently revolutionizing obesity and diabetes therapy. Our antivirals target the virus directly, not any human protein, giving a higher safety profile. Brad's technology has unparalleled speed for peptide and oligosynthesis, so we can engineer new molecules in days, not years. Taking our drugs is easy. It's portable, it's a nose spray, and there aren't any needles involved. We're already building a pipeline, first with our pan-coronavirus program that will enter the clinic next year, and with a second preclinical program focused on RSV. You may be hearing in the news about how RSV is filling pediatric hospitals right now. And this is a virus that we've known about for a long time, but it doesn't yet have a vaccine or other good treatments. Finally, we're starting a broad pan-paramyxovirus program. This is a viral family that causes many acute respiratory diseases, but it also has some very serious pandemic potential viruses. Our lead pan-coronavirus compound has demonstrated activity across all the SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern, as well as viruses from the other classes of coronavirus, like SARS and MERS, and even the ones that cause colds. In animal models, our compound stops infections when given intranasally once a day, either before or after a large viral challenge. So for us, we anticipate that you can take this nose spray before you go out to prevent an infection, or if you have tested positive, you and your family can take it to prevent it spreading to them. I got COVID in September, and within a week, every other member of my family tested positive. And that's what we want to prevent. Our initial clinical focus is on immune-compromised people or high-risk folks, those who don't have other options for protection, and for whom COVID-19 could be deadly. From there, we see use in global public health settings, as well as a broader consumer use. We're currently in discussions with an international large pharma company and a major nonprofit foundation around global public health development. Yeah, we're asking for help. We're a small startup and we're looking at a global problem here. So we're interested in international manufacturing, clinical development, and regional distribution partners. None of us want to accept that viral diseases and the possible long-term effects like long COVID are just the way it is any longer. Protection for ourselves and others is possible. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to take questions now and certainly in the breakout room.
Thank you, Barbara. What is unique, would you say, about Decoy versus other antivirals?
Right, so absolutely. So our platform is quite differentiated compared to, for example, monoclonal antibodies. They are very specific, but we've seen that time and again, as the virus has matured and evolved, they've been left by the wayside. We're also distinguished from small molecules in that really small molecules have suffered from toxicity issues as well as drug-drug interaction issues, which have really limited their use in the wider, broader populations.
What is some ways in which you would work with corporates? What could that look like?
Right. So again, I think that we are really looking at a global issue here. We see for our first program, pan-coronaviruses, that we're going to need manufacturing partners as well as distribution partners and help for clinical trials as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, let's see, there's one more. Thanks, Cheryl. Thoughts on anti-cancer?
I think that that's an interesting question. It's certainly our peptide conjugates would have applicability down the road for other indications beyond in infectives. So certainly cancer is something we could think about in the future. Yeah.